Welcome to the OpenText Core Adversary Signals introductory demo. In this video, we'll briefly touch on what Core Adversary Signals can do for you and how it accomplishes that, before jumping into a walkthrough of how it greatly simplifies the lives of cybersecurity executives, analysts, and threat hunters. Core Adversary Signals enables security operations teams to harness thousands of internet sensors to extend threat visibility beyond their organization perimeters and dramatically accelerate detection to gain the coveted time advantage in stopping relevant threats in their tracks. Core Adversary Signals is a global signal analytics tool that discovers malicious traffic, defines digital genealogies, and monitors against future attacks to reveal adversarial behaviors, early warning signs, and sophisticated attack paths. Let's see how Core Adversary Signals can simplify your life. The executive dashboard provides a quick overview on the most impacted business area, the most prevalent threats, the threat pressure over time, and the key metrics with trends. Drill down is easy. There's a filter icon at the top left, which can be used to globally focus the view of the dashboard. Filters used in that view will also be carried forward into the Insight Summary view. The global navigation pane lets you navigate between main dashboards and is comprised of Insights Summary for executives and Insights Explorer for analysts and threat hunters. Global filters affect the view of all widgets. You can search for filter items through the text search. The text box is sensitive to the organizational level filters and does not filter other aspects of the data. Individual filters are data-driven and sensitive, meaning available options adjust depending on every selected filter criterion. Global filters are carried forward if you go to the Insights Explorer page. A few points to note. Filters are preserved when you drill down. Search only applies to organizational hierarchy, which has options that are data-driven and are selected by user during setup. Time range can go back a maximum of 180 days and can be a maximum time window of 7 days. High-value assets are customer-defined assets and receive boosted criticality. Deconfliction threat analysis is a verification algorithm that finds likely targeted threats. If switched on, the user gets a view which focuses on those findings which are likely targeted, hence of higher priority. Every header or filter has an information icon next to it and explains the setting or widget. These are the KPIs. Trend arrow always compares selected time window against the same time window, which ends at start time of the current window, hence ensuring consistent time window length is used in the comparison. Each KPI figure can be clicked to see more details. The organizational hierarchy is user-defined. Only level 3 of this hierarchy is shown in this example. Each bar reflects the priority and the number of findings. For details, click on the bars and the top impacted asset values displayed. The donut chart shows top adversarial activities. Entries below show top adversary origins and impact. Impacted asset count indicates how many systems in the user-defined space were triggered by the specific adversary operations during the given time frame. Click on the listed activities at the top right to see corresponding insights below. This is the historical trend of total insights discovered, filtered by the selected global filter and time frame. The chart x-axis is always split into equal parts depending on the time frame selected in the global filters. Hover over the plotted data to get more details. Total insights are split into inbound and outbound insights. If in doubt, users should focus on outbound as those may represent the more imminent risk. This shows a list of the most prevalent threats as indicated by volume of insights. You can see what assets were targeted the most and how the attack volume is trending over time. Data transfer statistics show if there are any outliers. Generally, under normal operating conditions, there should be a normal pattern or ratio between inbound and outbound data. This enables you to detect significant deviations. Destination ports show how attackers connect to your infrastructure in the case of inbound and how your assets connect to adversary assets in the case of outbound. We are seeing a high-value asset experiencing a malicious connection which warrants further exploration. Details show when the last finding was triggered for that asset and the total data transferred across all insights detected. This asset is designated by the user during setup and is indicated as such. Top adversary assets sorted by insights count that are connected to this high-value asset under threat can be seen in the top adversary IP section at the bottom. As you may recall, there are two primary views: Insight Summary, providing an executive view, and Insights Explorer for analysts and threat hunters. We are now looking at the Insights Explorer. The table represents all Insights records currently in the system. All fields are available for selection and display, and the order of display can be changed by dragging columns to their new desired position except for the first two columns.
You may recall seeing these filters before when we were showing the Insight Summary for the executive dashboard. These global filters are identical in both dashboards and applied to both filter settings are carried back and forth if the filter and data are available in the target view selected by the user. Now let's talk about the table display and searchability. Top Control pane lets you control how the table presents data and supports full text search in predefined set of columns. Search-enabled columns are displayed if you hover over the search icon. Once you have configured your view, you can save and recall later. Thank you for joining our quick walkthrough of the OpenText core adversary signals. Not only is it easy to use, it is also simple to deploy. It is SaaS and can work alongside your current systems. OpenText provides stress-free onboarding and optional threat hunting service in the event you want to tap into the extensive experience of our threat hunters.